These are the instructions for installing the microdrive kit in any Dead Nuts 3, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, or Mark 4 site. For example, we're going to be installing it in a Mark 1 5-pin 29,000 site. To begin with, you need to take a 5/64 Allen wrench and loosen the windage adjustment on the mounting bracket. Just loosen it. It should just be able to move. That's all. And loosen the head. Just a little bit. We're going to install the elevation lead screw first. It is the longer of the two, and on the decal on the knob there are two red arrows pointing towards each other with one side saying DN for down and up. Screw the thread and the knob apart. Take off the first shoulder washer. The second shoulder washer should have the larger diameter surface up against the head of the screw. For a right-handed installation, take the unit and install it at the bottom side of the site. There are engraved on the head micro adjust ready with around a hole. Put the threaded rod through the hole and up to the square binding washer right over here by your pins. At the side of it there's a tapped hole through it. Thread it right in through there. Nice and easy. It's going to take a second. This is a 2.5 inch long screw. See, as you get down, it starts to stick out the far side here. So we're just going to continue threading it through until the washer seats in place. Take the washer that you removed and put it with the smaller diameter side on first and slide it down so that it goes into that hole and the larger diameter surface seats flush against the head. Now take the knob you originally spun off the lead screw and spin it back on. Once you get it on there should be some resistance. So just take a screwdriver and just hold the screw in place while you thread it on. Very easy to do. When you're done, the unit should be tight and both washers should be flush against the surface of the head. To get it to move freely, just back off on that knob just a smidgen. Now we have to do some final adjustment. In the knob, you'll see a set screw going through it. Take the 5/64 Allen wrench, put it in that set screw, and just tighten it down just finger tight, just enough to bind onto the screw. Now you turn it. It should turn freely and smoothly, but it should not be loose. If it's too tight or too loose, insert your screwdriver into the head of the screw and either tighten it a little or loosen it a little to your particular taste. When you have it adjusted properly, take the 5/64 Allen wrench, put it in that set screw again, and this time tighten it down there good and solidly. That's it. You've adjusted the micro elevation system. Tighten the head down, just finger tight, and let's move on to the windage unit. Again, like before, unthread the knob from the screw, set it aside, take off the first shoulder washer, set it aside. Make sure this shoulder washer is on the screw properly. The larger diameter surface should be up against the head of the screw. Now going from the inside of the sight, this side here, thread it in through the hole and the threaded in the mounting bracket. Again, this is going to take a second because you're threading a little distance here, but it should move freely and easily. You'll see it start to stick out the far side here, right here. Tighten it until it stops turning, and take the other washer, the other shoulder washer, and put it smaller diameter side on first up against the windage member. Now thread the knob back on. Again, you might want to use the screwdriver, put it into the head of the lead screw, and just turn the knob. This one you're going to want to tighten down so that the two washers seat firmly. Once they get in place, hold the screw in place with the screwdriver and back off the knob just a whisker. Take your Allen wrench, the 5/64, and tighten down the knob. Finger tight, just enough to bind it to the lead screw. Let's check the setting. Is that too hard? It is a little hard, so I'm going to loosen it. Put my screwdriver to hold the screw in place, and I back the knob off just a whisker. Test the setting again. That's much nicer. And fine-tuning it is the only thing you'll need to worry about. Now you've got it set. Put your 5/64 Allen wrench in there. Tighten it down. Perfect. Tighten down your windage setting. And you're done.